here we are with another video. This one is about our new Goldie Tops. So this little shape we kind of designed for our last little bit of summer. Luckily the warmth has hung around in Sydney and it's humid as hell right now.
Yes.
So we're all wearing ours, needless to say. This little shape was actually one of Kirby's. She found a little vintage top in a shop in Newcastle while we were up there once, a couple of years ago I think, and she always really loved hers, and it's just a really cute little shape. So yeah, we decided when she brought it in, we were like, why not run it? We don't have anything like it, so we're always after a good little shirt alternative.
Yeah, and I think what's really cool about it is it has the working drawstring. So I've got mine done up and Kel's got hers undone.
Yeah.
And you can sort of it's actually working, so you can sort of roost it all up. I've got mine layered, as you can sort of see here. I'll just touch on it briefly, but this is our new Blair boat neck, which will be launching really soon as well. And I've done the pattern clashing with the stripe because it's a really similar colour to the Libby print. So it works really nicely. So we do a lot of layering here at Made 590. We always have. And it's also got to do with our, obviously climate base. Sometimes we don't even get a very cold winter, so we find that a lot of our customers want their pieces to be able to be trans-seasonal. Trans-seasonal is a word we use a lot here. It used to drive my dad mental because he'd be like, it's not a word, but it's totally a word in the fashion world.
And particularly in Sydney, I feel like we barely get a winter. Yeah. So.
And being the straight sort of cut off, it means that you can layer it really well and it doesn't look weird. Like a lot of people who, sort of are just glancing your outfit would actually think this is all-in-one top, which I think makes layering really well.
Especially also, when you get your layer the right colour too. I think exactly when it's all tonally the same, I think that always works really well too. Even if it is a bold stripe with a floral, I think that's always a good tip too, to keep it tonally the same.
Exactly, and I think this vintage shape, you can tell it's sort of something from the sort of 70s and things like that.
Yeah.
The cute little pointed sort of collar, it's kind of set back, so you actually don't even know that you're wearing a collar, which is also really cool. And I think collars also lend themselves to sort of being able to be dressed up, but also just something really cute and casual. Yeah. And Kel's got on the matching outfit here, so it looks like a dress, but you're actually getting two separate pieces, which is also
come forward so you can see the print.
Yeah, it's totally something we always like to do, so you can kind of maximise every outfit.
Gather at the back too, which makes it a little bit like a 70s maxi. You get the length, but it's also gives you two separates, which we're always a fan of, which is why we always do that matching kind of thing if we can, because a lot of people buy the matching set, but maybe only wear it one time out of 5 together. But it is nice to have in case you don't have a dress you want to wear that night. It kind of gives you the look of a dress without the effort, I suppose. Yeah.
And I've got mine untucked, so you can sort of see the length. My waist is here, as you can sort of see up here.
Yep. A really good option.
That's our little trademark. We do a side split on everything, pretty much, all our tops, except if they're in jersey. And that's so that if you are wearing it with jeans or pants and things like that, it gives you that little bit of extra room. And it means it doesn't ride up as well when you sort of got it tucked in. So you can sort of see it's a really good length if you've got it untucked. Kel's got it tucked though, and it means that it sort of stays put. There's enough to tuck in, but there's also enough length so you don't feel weird when it's sort of stretch up and things like that. It's
and
not
I think
riding
also
up.
A top that's not extra long is always a good option if you like a long skirt. You don't want to be wearing an extra long top with a long skirt if you're not a fan of tucking, because then you just end up very it's a lot of fabric and it's a lot of length on your top, length on the bottom. If you're going to do a long, even a surface art A-line or something, sometimes just a perfect kind of hip grazing length works really well with that, and that I'd say would be the option we'd sell the most together. And we should also touch on sizing. So Goldie's quite generous in size. I've got an extra small one, and you can see that I've still got the room to tuck. I would have plenty of room on the hips in this. Chris has a small one.
I have a small,
just for the comparison.
Yeah, for the comparison. Also, if you've got a layer underneath, I find the layer sort of kind of holds you in. And then I wanted this to be a bit blousy, so you could actually tell that it is a layer. It's not an all-in-one top. I wanted to sort of be kind of like a vest, I guess. And I liked sort of having that extra room, but it means that I can tuck it as well, and you wouldn't even sort of notice. Or I sometimes pull the extra fabric to the back, and it gives you a nice slim line as well.
And you can even do a little tie in the front.
Totally.
You could easily just do a knot at the front and leave the whole thing just kind of over your skirt. So that's also a good option for summer. If you've got a cute little skirt on, you can do a little tie at the front, which is probably what we'll do with ours in summer. So yeah, that's Goldie.
That's Goldie.
She's cute.
She is very special.
And yeah, you should adopt one immediately.